concerned about the fact that your sort of knowledge around Manchester Road. And yes, all those different things that happened there. Did you know what Manchester Road was? No.
No, I didn't even know it was in Swindon.
Yes, it's in Swindon. Yes, it's the red light district, just in case you're a little bit confused about that story. So, yes, notorious. Manchester Road.
Manchester Road must be in Manchester. I mean,
the road that leads to Manchester.
Is
the
it?
road that goes
To the train station.
To the train station.
To the train
to the football, from the train station end to the football ground.
To the football, county road. Yeah, very long road. Now it's just full of like
Asian shops.
Asian shops and Polish shops and and kebab shops. So fantastic place, great kebabs along Manchester Road now.
And cheap motorbikes.
And cheap motorbikes. Oh yes, very.
But
But no monkeys. However, who remembers the monkeys at the Brewer's Arms in Wanborough? Does anyone ever remember that?
Oh, yeah, that's a long time ago.
That is a long time ago.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, there was a pub.
Why did you go from Manchester Road to Wanborough?
Because I went to monkeys.
Oh, right.
There's a link. Oh, your fault. You went to monkeys.
The one-stop monkey exchange, yeah.
Exactly, and there was actually a pub that used to have monkeys in the back garden, believe it or not, in Swindon. So, like, how bizarre is that? And there was no Michael Jackson to be seen. But, right, let's get back on track. So the art of storytelling. So great storytelling is about taking a piece of the human condition, anything that goes on, and turn it into a unique situation. And our little game tonight is you're all going to create a story about each other in a kind of way. So it's called My Friend's Fictional Life. Has anyone ever heard of this kind of game before?
No.
I've done it when we carry on, somebody starts the story and then somebody else carries on.
Now I was going to do that one, but no, it's not that one, Dorothy.
I don't know it then.
No, right, okay. So in this activity, what we do is we get up in front, so I'm going to call one person, so somebody's going to go first. And then what you're going to do is you are going to pick someone else in the room. So like I picked Carl, and I'm now going to introduce Carl and create a fictional life for Carl. So you have to make up a story about who Carl is or isn't. So it's not what he actually is or who he actually is. You're now having to create something about Carl. So it could be, this is Carl. He is a prostitute. He works on Manchester Road. He frequents there on a Wednesday and a Thursday night. So that's the kind of, did you get what I say?
Been down there all week and I've almost got enough for a kebab now.
Almost got enough for a kebab after it's paid off the pimp.
He's a rent
Sorry?
He's a rent boy, not a prostitute.
Oh, he's a rent boy, that's the one, yes, there we go. Carl the rent boy.
Been caught worse so bad. Must admit.
And then what happens is then, because Carl's been called and you pick who you want to tell a story about, so obviously it's up to you, you just pick somebody in the room and you decide that you're now going to describe that fictional character that's sitting there in front of you. Then if you're in the audience and you're picked, you're the next person to come up here and then pick somebody else until everybody's been done. Does that make sense? Yeah, so what are we doing for time? So it's 8:23, so how long have we got, just so I can figure out how long each person has to create this fictional character? Would we say 2 minutes per person?
I thought so, yeah.
Yeah, we happy with that? 2 minutes? Great, so is that set? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's meant to be fun.
So it's like topics, but...
It's like topics, but you're creating a story around somebody. So you're creating this fictional character, and it's just to help create, you know, boost a bit of confidence around just doing a topic on somebody that you know in this room. But you can make it up to your heart's content and as funny or as serious as you want it to be. So you've got 2 minutes, and the first person I am going to call up here is John. You are going to go first. So yeah. So John, welcome to the front. You get to choose who you are going to create.
Well, you are going to talk about me.
I'm not going to talk about you. No, you now get to pick the first person that you're going to talk about as a fictional character. Or do we need a timer for this?
1 1/2, 1 3/4 and 2.
Here we go. Who's doing that? Me? That'll be me, will it?
Conductor in the back.
Oh, you've got it. All right.
Okay, Chair, members and guests. I'm going to talk about somebody, it's not actually fiction, it's true this. There's somebody here who used to be a hippie in her youth. She used to dance around naked in the fields. Dorothy.
You've all seen the photos.
She was at the first Isle of Wight Pop Festival.
I got again.
No, I'm telling you more about you. I'm telling you more about you, then you have to, it's your turn. And she was very brave. She went to the very first Isle of Wight Pop Festival, which I think had Bob Dylan there. And it went on for 3 days. And hardly anybody had tents in those days. They used to just lie under the blanket. And if it rained, they'd put a plastic bag over their head. And Dorothy used to go with all her friends and used to have lots to drink. And a few things I won't mention because we've got a
rent boy in the room.
And after a while, she'd dance. They used to dance all around the fields and everything. And then, when it was hot, they'd take the tops off and dance half naked. And no one thought anything of it because they're all stoned out of their heads. And this is what used to go on. And after doing that for a while, she had to then come back home again at the end of it and tell her parents they had a lovely time at the Isle of Wight. It was very nice. Went to the beach and did a bit of sunbathing. She didn't tell them all about her sordid goings on that happened there. But the TV cameras were there filming it all. And it was on the BBC News. And I used to know her then. And I was only little. And she was on the news. I said, hey, that's our neighbour from down the street, dancing in the middle of the pop festival. And of course everybody heard about it. And she was known around the area. I won't tell you which area it was, but she was known in that area as being the hippie dancer. And I don't know if she ever managed to shake that off. Maybe now she's still known as that. If she goes back to that area of Swindon, which I won't mention. And that is the end of, I'm very sorry for blowing it all into the open, Dorothy, but I'm afraid the secret's out. There you go.